Hello everyone, in this video we are going to discuss various examples based on the properties of ROCs. The various properties has been discussed in the previous lecture. So come to the first example, that is this example. In this example you have to find the Laplace transform of the given function xt is equals to e to the power minus at, and it is defined in between 0 to capital T, right? If I will ask you what is the nature of the given function, then the nature is this, that the function is continuous in nature and it is of finite duration because it is bounded in between 0 to capital T, right? And it is absolutely integrable in the limit 0 to T. So according to the property number 3 of the properties of ROCs, this property that if xt is of finite duration and is absolutely integrable, the ROC is the entire S-plane, right? So for this given signal xt is equals to this, the ROC should be the entire x-plane because it is of finite duration as well as it is absolutely integrable. So let's check whether it is having the ROC entire S-plane or not. So for that, first you have to find the Laplace transform. So using the Laplace transform formula, that is integration from minus infinity to plus infinity xt e to the power minus st dt. The Laplace transforms comes out to be xs is equals to 1 upon s plus a 1 minus e to the power minus s plus a capital T. Right, here I am writing the Laplace transform for this given function is this. The Laplace transform comes out to be xs is equals to 1 upon s plus a 1 minus e to the power minus s plus a capital T, right? So I have to check whether the ROC is the entire S-plane. So first you draw the S-plane. Here I am drawing the S-plane. This is the S-plane. On the x-axis we define the real part and on the y-axis we define the imaginary part. The ROC is the entire S-plane means this whole is the ROC for the given signal xt. So let's check that the ROC is the entire S-plane. If ROC is the entire S-plane, then first thing, that is pole, it should also include pole in the ROC, and the pole of this is s is equals to minus a. For that, put this value of s into this. If you put this value here, then it will be xs is equals to 1 upon minus a plus a 1 minus e to the power minus a plus a into t. It comes out to be 0 upon 0 and it is the indeterminate state. Okay. So how you will solve the indeterminate states? You will apply the L'Hospital's rule. According to that, you will differentiate it with respect to s. You will differentiate with respect to s. Then what you will get? You will have e to the power xs is equals to 1 upon s plus not this is, it will be limit, because you are checking at s is equals to minus a. After applying L'Hospital's rule, it will be e to the power minus s plus a capital T, right? It is xs. So you put s is equals to minus a in this, then it will be t. xs is equals to t at s is equals to minus a, and it is independent of s, right? So this is also be in the ROC because it is coming the finite value, right? So this is the first condition, that real part of s is equals to minus a is in the ROC. In the second, real part of s greater than minus a, and the third condition is real part of s less than minus a is also be in the ROC. When you put greater than minus a and less than minus a in the value of xs, it will be finite for the given consideration, right? Now come to the next example. The next example is this is your next example. In this example, you have to determine the Laplace transform of delta t, unit step function and unit ramp function. So how you will determine? You will determine using the same concept. Use the Laplace transform formula. This is the Laplace transform formula. Xt is equals to e to the power minus st dt, right? Put the value of xt in the integration, that is delta t. Apply the impulse property. After applying the impulse property, you will get 1. Now what will be the ROC? See, xs is equals to 1. It is independent of s, right? So ROC will become the entire s plane. For all values of s, real part, the ROC exists. In the B part, you have to find the Laplace transform of ut function. The ut function Laplace transform is here. Put the value of xt. This is ut. You take the ut into the limits, and the limits will become 0 to infinity, and then solving you will get real 1 upon s. Okay, the Laplace transform will be the real part of s greater than 0. For s is equals to 0, if you put s is equals to 0, that is, for ut function, the Laplace transform xs is equals to 1 upon s, right? So if you put s is equals to 0, then xs becomes infinity. So it will not be in the ROC. S is equals to 0 will not be in the ROC. The ROC will be the real part of s greater than 0. Okay, this is the ROC for unit step function. And the next question is, you have to find the ROC of RT. Then RT can be written as TUT. Put this value in the Laplace transform formula. You will have minus infinity to plus infinity TUT. On solving, you will get 1 upon s square. In the same way, if you put s is equals to 0, it makes xs infinity. So s is equals to 0 will not be in the ROC. ROC will be the real part of s greater than 0. Okay, greater than, why we have taken greater than 0? Because this is the sequence. RT is defined as TUT, means t greater than 0. If it is defined for t greater than 0, then ROC will also be the greater than part. Okay, it will not be the less than part. That's why the ROC is the real part of s greater than 0, right? Now come to the next example. In this example, you have to find the Laplace transform of xt is equals to e to the power minus a mod of t. E to the power minus a mod of t can be written as this, because mod of t can be break into two limits. When t is less than 0, it will be e to the power at. When t is greater than 0, it will be equals to e to the power minus at, right? So you can find the Laplace transform for this function also. How you can identify the function? You can use the transform pair for that. Here I am writing the transform for the given function, that xt is equals to e to the power, that is, it is e to the power at, e to the power at u of minus t plus e to the power minus at u of t, right? This is the function for e to the power minus a mod of t. Now you can write the transform for the given function using the transform pair that you have already calculated, that e to the power minus at ut has the Laplace transform 1 upon s plus a. Real part of s is greater than minus a. E to the power minus at u of minus t, minus is here, 1 upon s plus a. Real part of s less than minus a. The Laplace transform are same for both the cases. The difference is the ROC. ROC is different, right? So using these transform pair, write the transform of this function. This is a left-sided sequence. U of minus t is a left-sided sequence. This is a left-sided sequence. Compare this with this. Then the ROC, the Laplace transform will be xs is equals to 1 upon s minus a, right? And minus will also come here because here the minus is this, but here minus is not defined, so minus will come here. Then plus, for e to the minus at ut, the Laplace transform will be this function. So it will be 1 upon s plus a, right? And for this, real part of s is greater than minus a, right? So you can write the Laplace transform in this manner. And when you have to draw the ROC for the given function, because for this the real part of s less than a, and for this the ROC will be the real part of s greater than minus a, right? So draw the S plane first. This is your S plane. Define these poles. Here a will come and here minus a will come, okay? For this, real part of s is less than a. Less than a part will be this. This is your less than a part. And for this, greater than minus a. The greater than minus a part is this. And the overlapped area is this. So ROC will be the strip in the S plane. So you can refer the property number 6. Property number 6. In property number 6, it is defined that if the sequence is two-sided, if the sequence is two-sided and is of infinite duration, then ROC will consist of a strip in the S plane, right? Now come to the next example. Similarly, we can do it as this is your next example. In this example, you have to find the inverse Laplace transform of the given function for these different ROCs. Okay, how you can find the Laplace transform for this function? So I am doing here. It is xs is equals to minus 3 upon s plus 2 and s minus 1, right? So how you will write the Laplace transform? You will first take the partial fraction, okay? The partial fraction form will be xs is equals to a upon s plus 2 plus b upon s minus 1, okay? Now write the inverse Laplace transform. For that, you will use a transform pair. The transform pairs are that e to the power minus at ut has a Laplace transform 1 upon s plus a with a condition that real part of s is greater than minus a first. And second pair is e to the power minus at, this minus will be here, u of minus t has a Laplace transform 1 upon s plus a with the reason of convergence that real part of s is less than minus a, right? But look in this transform. Here you cannot decide whether this is left-sided or right-sided, because here it is defined that is a ut function is multiplied, here the u of minus t function is multiplied. So you can say that it is a right-sided sequence and it is left-sided sequence, right? Both the right side and left side sequence, the transform is same, only the reason of convergence is different. So when you write the inverse Laplace transform, then you do not know whether it is a left-sided sequence or it is a right-sided sequence. So you have to consider both the conditions, right? So the consideration will be done in this manner, that this is your first term. Let us suppose this is your first term, this is your first term, and this is your second term. So consider the different conditions. Your first condition will be when both the terms, this term and this terms, are right-sided. Both terms are right-sided. Okay. Second condition, when both terms are left-sided, right? Third condition, first is right-sided and second is left-sided. Fourth condition, first is left-sided and second is right-sided. So now write the Laplace transform, okay, for the given Laplace transform. Okay, if it is this first term is right-sided, both the terms are right-sided, then first condition for this, the transform will be, write this transform from these pairs, right-sided, this is a right-sided sequence. For this, the transform will be x of t is equals to a e to the power minus 2t ut, right? This is also right-sided, then it will be v e to the power t ut. Okay, as both are right-sided, the ROC for this will be real part of s greater than minus 2, and for this real part of s is less than, real part of s is less than, not less than, it will be right sided, it will be greater than, it will be greater than 1. Okay, when you draw the ROC will be this, real part of s is greater than minus 2 means is this, real part of s is less than 1 is this. So ROC will be this, the overlapped area, okay, for this function. Now consider the second condition. The second condition is when both the sequences are left-sided. When both the sequences are left-sided means this is left-sided and this is also left-sided. So for second condition I am writing xt is equals to left-sided. Compare the left-sided with this. So for that the Laplace transform will be minus a e to the power minus 2t u of minus t, right, plus minus b, sorry, not plus, it will be minus b e to the power t u of minus t, right. Now ROC will be for this is real part of s is less than minus 2, and for this real part of s is less than 1. Now when you draw the ROC will be minus 2, less than minus 2 part will be this, okay, and for this less than 1, less than part will be this. So the overlapped area is this. So ROC will be the real part of s less than minus 2. This will be the ROC for the combined function. Here we have done a mistake, that here real part of s is greater than minus 2. Greater than minus 2 part will be this. Here we have drawn by mistaken, we have drawn wrong. It will be that real part of s minus 2 greater than minus 2 part will be this, and 1 greater than minus 1 part will be this, the overlapped area will be this function. So ROC will be real part of S greater than 1 for the combined function. Okay, similarly we can do for the third condition and for the fourth condition, right? This is all about the properties of ROCs. Okay, thank you so much.